From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Wilcox looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10,
always
touchdown, Falcons. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Wilcox. They'll roll him out right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7. Bengals nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilcox. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Atlanta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Jones again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's taken
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Woodward. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off play action. Wilcox flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
for the extra point.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Number 88.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
No, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
2 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
17.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Dancing to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And from down in Miami, an update. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 52's the mark.
Again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
Down and 1.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller. Very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
52's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check that real mic 52 right here. 18. Slip. Where's the slip?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll go again to Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Off the play fake. Wilcox being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Logan Wilson on the
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Wilcox got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Brashad Perriman. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They'll try the left side. Woodward. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Aaron Jones on the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
5-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Burrow. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The tackle made.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Burrow.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Play action. Wilcox. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down, Falcons.
Off the play fake. Wilcox escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilcox. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Give to Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
43-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here we go with Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Open man, it's Allen. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
44-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Let's go. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, you want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
10 at the 40-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
No gain on the play.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you.
First down.
Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position, where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Falcon, first down.
On first down, Woodward. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Off-play action. Wilcox. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sport.